Hi everybody, it's Kathy here from Kathy Loves to Scrap, and I'm coming to you from the land down under, and it is Monday, so that means today I'm hopping along with the girls from the lands down under. Yes, that's right, the lands down under. We are from Australia, we're the ones with the white stars on our flags, and also from New Zealand, the girls with the red stars on the flags. We're two different countries, but we often get compared together. This is the layout I'm using today, and we're focusing on spring in the lands down under and what that brings to our countries. So today I'm going to be using some bits and pieces that I'm pulling together to go with this Bee Arty paper here. It's just beautiful. And it's for these photos that I took the other day when I was away at a conference, because we're in spring now and the proteas are coming out. I'm also going to use this Teresa Collins paper here. I've had it forever and it just blends nicely with the colours on this layout, as well as this Teresa Collins ones from He Said, She Said. I'm using the honeycomb side, and I have this other piece here which I'm going to use. It's a Tim Holtz, and I'm using it on the B side. So as I said, I have these photos that I took the other day, and I'm going to mount one of them on this olive green cardstock because it will be the feature, and the other two I'm going to just tuck in. They're exactly the same photo, and you'll see how I'm going to use them shortly. Now, as I said, it's spring here in Australia, and these are proteas which come out now and are starting to bloom all over the countryside, and they match beautifully with the proteas on this paper, as you can see. I took this photo down to show the different colours that you see at springtime. It was down at Wollongong North, and you can see the lighthouse in the background, and how at times our skies are a little bit washed out in spring. They're not as bright as they normally are, and there's cloud cover, as often happens during our springtime. So in order to use this paper, I'm going to create a mat across the middle of this layout, which means that I'm going to prepare it first before I put it all together, because I'm not going to add anything else to the background other than using that beautiful Bee Arty paper for my base, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to incorporate this mat into this layout. So I've used my Fiskars punch here, the note paper one, to go across one edge. I won't be using all of that strip, but I do need some of it for my photo part. I'm just roughing everything up with my distress tool, and remember, if you don't have a distress tool, you can use your fingernail or you can use the ends of your scissors. Don't cut it, use the blunt side of your scissors. I'm adding that just to add some texture and to add some detail to it. Now I'm going to mount that photo like I said I was, in the olive. All of these colours are very much spring colours here in Australia. We're starting to go with our summery feel. Things are starting to turn, getting the greens back, and we have the deep bottle greens, and we have the eucalyptus greens. And this is where I said I had the same photo printed 3 times, and I'm using it as a feature on this layout, and I'm just getting it like an extension to the layout where I'm mirroring the sides of it. I'm going to tuck in this paper here with the note pad edge. I've just roughed it up a little bit so it looks like it's been torn out of the notebook, and I then turned this page over. I was going to use some of the blue from the notepad, but then I turned it over and I saw that pattern there, and I thought, well, I'm now going to double layer that underneath. That's just to add some extra colour and texture to the layout, and layering up always is a nice feature on a layout, and it just gives it a little bit more dimension and interest for the eye. So I'm marking out on my layout where I'm now going to cut around the main features of this page. So you can see that this page here has a lot of detail with these proteas and the cockatoos in the top that I wanted to be on the page, but I didn't want to lose the background of the paper. So in order to do that, I'm using my craft knife to do a press out on the page, and you just work around it slowly so that you don't tear it, but you do need to get in and fussy cut it around with your craft knife. Now, in order to do that easily without fussing too much with it, it's really important to have a sharp blade. And I watched a video on sharpening your blades, and instead of replacing my blades now, I have actually been using this blade for nearly 2 years. And the way I've been able to maintain that point and sharpness on it is by using the kitchen knife sharpener. So that's a great way of extending the life of your blades if you sharpen them with the kitchen knife sharpener, and then it allows for a clean, smooth cut without too much battle with your blade. So what I've done is I've tucked the panel that I prepared into the layout. So by cutting it with the blade, you could see that I've created like a pocket within the layout. And my base page for my photo actually now sits into that created pocket. To keep all those loose bits from where the blade's cut around the fussy cutting, I'm using washi tape so it won't catch when I put it into an album, and it won't tear the layout. So that's a little secret just to use if you're using that type of a technique. Now that I have tucked it in, I can use my Nuvo glue here just to pop that down and put it all into place. So you can now see that it looks like I've got a very layered layout, when all I've done really is just tuck a mat in. So I have this here, we call them, it's probably an inappropriate name now, I don't know the real name of them, but we call them a black boy, and that's another native Australian plant that comes out through spring, and I'm just tucking that down in that corner there with the clock, because I want the clock to represent time and springtime. I'm using some Scrapbook Fantasies fussy cut gum leaves to tuck in behind. And I have this little chippy from Scrapbook Fantasies, and the word says Serene. And that's what that scene reminds me of. I love these stains from Tim Holtz. They're the liquid stains. I wish I could get more of them. Mine are starting to run out. I'm so sad that I can't find them. If anyone knows where I can get some more, please let me know. I really, really do like them for ink, like distressing edges, and also to colouring the chippies up. So now you can see I have my title in there, Serene, and I had found this little sticker that says it's the little things. That's what I like, is the scenery and the little things, and spring is a favourite time. Yes, it's my birthday, but it's also a nice time of the year. I put the date on this one because I know when it was taken. As I said, it was my birthday. I woke up in the morning, I was down on the beach, and I just took that shot through the proteas to the lighthouse. I'm adding in some Nuvo drops here just to finish off those clusters. And I'm using in the olive colour, that's the same colours that you see on the layout. So there's my layout pulled together. It looks quite detailed, but it's really just a tuck. Those cockatoos and the proteas match my photos. I take a lot of landscape photos, and for many years I've just got them sitting there, haven't done anything with them, and then my son says, "Mum, you like them, why don't you just scrap them for you?" And so this is a page for my own album, album where I just look at landscapes and florals and things like that. So here you can see my layout in the true colours from the bright sunlight outside. There, the gum leaves and the protea leaves all tying together. There's a black boy in bloom. You can see the distressing adds layering and texture to the layout, and that's how this one has come together. So in Australia, in spring, all of our natives bloom, and they start to come out in rich, bright yellows and oranges and reds. I'm here today with all the girls from the Lands Down Under. All the details in the playlist below. Check out each of them. Leave a like. Give us a comment, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I hope I've done enough to make you want to come back and see some more. Hit that subscribe button. I'm Kathy from Kathy Loves to Scrap, coming to you from the Land Down Under. Find me on Instagram and all my socials under Kathy Loves to Scrap. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you soon. Happy scrapping till next time.